CCTV systems generally utilize a coaxial or twisted pair wiring infrastructure. But what do you do when you cannot run new wire or you cannot use the existing cabling? In those cases, GEM Electronics has developed a 2.4 gigahertz frequency hopping wireless system that will provide you with a rock-solid picture at 300 feet. Simple to install, easy to use, making it perfect for those special applications such as outbuildings, garages, studios, small businesses, 1 or 2 quick camera installs, movable to various rooms for various reasons, distant locations, boat docks, work area, gardens, eliminates damaging walls, ornate internal stone walls within churches. The kit consists of a transmitter and a receiver. Note both units are marked accordingly. Both units also come with a 2.4 gigahertz 5 dBi antenna and a electrical converter, 120 to 912 volts. To originally set the units up, you simply screw the antennas on, and plug in the power supply. Do that for both units. Now, taking the receiver unit, I first hook up the video feed by putting the BNC into the back of the receiver on the video port and plugging the other end into the video input of the monitor, or if you're using a DVR, into the DVR input, and then just simply plug the 2 units in. And then at your remote location, you take your transmitter and you want to hook your video feed together with the camera. First at the back of the transmitter, there's your video feed, and then at the back of the camera, your video feed. Then you plug the power outlets into your electrical source. You may have noticed that both lights went on temporarily, but the link light went off. That is because the receiver unit is not turned on. So the only light that will remain on is the power light. Once we turn on the receiver unit, both lights will remain on and it is linked. Do not hit the pair button because these 2 lights are not on at this point. In fact, you should not have to hit the pair button at all because both units have already been paired before they were shipped. Now we're back at the receiver side, and all we have to do is turn the receiver on, and you watch both lights are on, both the link and the power, for a moment. Then the link light went out, wait a few minutes, and the link light came back on. You are therefore connected to the transmitter. You do not have to do anything beyond that. It's linked in. The next step is to turn on the monitor. And make the appropriate setting. And there you go. A perfect D1 VGA picture. And if I go over to the antenna and grab it with my hand and wiggle it back and forth, you will notice that it has no interference. It is rock solid. The reason for that is that once the signal is hooked up between the transmitter and the receiver, it goes to a digital circuit board and you will not get any interference. So these units are truly plug, play, and walk away. The following are some additional system install notes. The units will work up to 1,000 feet line of sight and 300 feet through modest electronics and internal walls. The 2.4 gigahertz signal will not pass through multiple elevator shafts or large bodies of water. A maximum of 4 transmitters and 4 receivers can be used with one install. The transmitters must be more than 10 feet apart. The units are not waterproof. However, they can be placed in an Ernie box and have worked fine. To obtain line of sight, the antennas may have to be removed from the units and extended by use of a jumper. The jumper should be the same length at the transmitter and the receiver and should not exceed 9 feet. The cost for this kit is less than $300, which I feel, coupled with all the previous information, provides an adequate guideline for use. The following are some of the successful installation environments that have been achieved. 60 feet through internal wall and in a concrete room with a metal door closed. 160 feet through an entire distributor showroom and warehouse to the farthest point back through Mile Electronics internal walls and metal racks. 260 feet out the front door of a distributor, across a parking lot, grass median, 2-lane highway to a second building inside their conference room. 200 feet down 4 storefronts through 3 internal walls and a dry cleaners in the middle of the stores, and all worked perfectly.